And Paul Castellano, who was the boss of the Gambino family at the time, he had a lot of people involved in the chicken business. So one of his relatives was selling me chickens. We had to buy from him because he was the boss.
Legit business.
It was legit, yeah. I think so. So anyhow, I was buying all my chickens from him. It's Memorial Day weekend. The anniversary is actually coming up. And I buy a load of chickens for him, and I'm selling them to people, wholesaling and giving them away. Memorial Day week, beautiful weekend. So we sell to this one woman. On Tuesday, she comes back, and she said, "You sold me bad chickens." I said, "What do you mean?" "Well, they were all filled with maggots." Now, they were only in my freezer for a day, right? So it couldn't have been us. So I said, "I'll take them back." I gave her back the money, the whole bit. So I call up Paulie's guy, and I said, "Listen, I'm not going to pay you for these chickens because there was something wrong with them. There was maggots." He said, "No, you're going to pay me for the chickens." I said, "No, I'm not going to pay you." We go back and forth. He starts cussing me out. I start cussing him out, and so on and so forth. He says, "You know who I am?" I said, "I don't care who you are." And I hang up the phone on him. Next thing you know, I get a call from my boss at the time. He was a cop regime. And he says, "Get downtown right away. I got to see you." So I jump on my car. I go downtown. I said, "What's the problem?" "Did you have an argument with somebody on the phone?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Over these chickens." I explained the story to him. He said, "Do you realize who that guy was?" And I said, "I know, but he still sold me bad chickens. Do I have to pay, you know?" He said, "You're in a lot of trouble." That's Paul Castellano's nephew. It got back to Paulie. He's the boss of the Gambino family. "You got a lot of trouble here. You're not supposed to get out of control with a guy like that. You always keep your temper." I said, "Well, what are we going to do?" He said, "We're going to have a sit down with him."